Hey Brandon, how's it going? This is Hundo Chrysler. This is my 16 2500. If you ask me, man, it does look pretty badass. Love the tires on this thing. Just so you have an idea, this is a fresh trade-in, all right? So it still does need to get a full detail. I think this is just a few days old here, so hence no pictures. So if there's any kind of little mess on the inside, don't worry about it. Obviously, it'll get a full detail. And given that this one had the vinyl floors from factory, I mean, these are obviously a lot easier to clean in the first place. Here she is, man. See, obviously on the front metal bumper, you're gonna have a little bit of that surface rust kind of pop up. Body itself is really nice. Looks like it did have some clips in here for a little grill cover. But no, it's a nice big crew cab. We do obviously have our towing mirrors. This is a little bit of paint. If I take some of that off just with my hand. But it does have those nice side tow mirrors, which is really good. Now this one also comes with the full spray-in box liner as well. And the one thing I always look for is make sure, you know, it's not dented in, which this one is not. Sometimes people will kind of ram their ATVs in the back there, so that is nice to know. Now, when it comes to the tires on this puppy, these are going to be some MotoMaster Eliminator X Trails. Tons of tread left on these. Got some big heavy-duty mud guards front and back. This does also have a nice little metal bumper in the back, and I kind of like how it's painted a different color, right? A little bit of a dark gray. Full tow package with your wiring. Does have a little chip in the back. I know these pieces are not too much, so obviously if that's something that you want to have fixed, let me know. And then it does have, it's almost like a little bit of a swipe. But yeah, no, it definitely looks pretty clean on the side here. You will notice a few little small dimples, which happen obviously on the side of the tailgate. Woo! It's a little chilly today. Alrighty, so this one does have the cloth seats. It does have storage underneath. Does have the all-weather mats, but it does have the vinyl floors again. So very, very easy to maintain and clean. It does have the ram bins on both sides, which is really nice. Now this one is going to be a manual adjustment, and one thing I did want to mention is this little side blind spot mirror part looks like it has a little bit of damage, but again, that's pretty easy to replace. This is pretty common on the Rams. You'll have a few little small little side tears on the side of the actual seat system coming in and out. Little bit of looks like a little bit of the paint kind of came off on the side there, but again, pretty easy to get fixed. All right. Now this one does have your built-in trailer brake controller. It does have your two-wheel 4 high, 4 low. It does have a nice little screen here as well, okay? Now other than that, just so you have an idea, we do have the original Ram book inside, and again, it's kind of nice. It's in this nice brown leather. It is a bench, so you can actually tilt this up just to have six people in the vehicle. Now this one particularly was traded in with a aftermarket car starter, so just so you have an idea, you know, we don't actually certify anything that we don't install. So, you know, although we're not going to rip it out and remove the benefit to the next client, we still don't warranty it, just so you have an idea, okay? Now this one's 114,386. Again, this is yet to go in the shop. We're talking days old here, so this one does have a little check engine light on. Obviously, this would come with a full mechanical safety inspection, which includes obviously taking a look at what that light is about. Now, typically on many vehicles, that can be pretty minor. Obviously, the first thing I wanted to hear on this one was to see if I had any kind of ticking noise, which I do not. Okay, so obviously that's a really, really nice touch. Windshield, it is Alberta. You'll see a little crack in the middle there on the bottom, but overall, let's see a sound system in this thing. I bet your sound system's not too bad. Maybe some Pitbull. Settings. We'll go to audio. Oh, look at that. It was barely touched. All right. Pretty nice sound system. I'd say it's a pretty nice sound system. It does have that nice steering column shifter, which I'm a big fan of. But overall, I'm going to actually give you the best indication with this test drive, given the fact that it has not yet hit the shop. So one thing I can tell you off the bat, the brakes definitely feel very healthy. Tires, of course, are healthy, but when it comes to just driving it around, I'm not hearing anything with the suspension, with the struts or anything. It's definitely riding pretty smooth. Even the alignment does not look bad at all. So 114,386 on the odometer on this one, okay? So it is a one owner. It does have no claims, so no accident claims via Carfax. And this engine's pretty peppy. So I don't know kind of if you're doing any potential hauling, or if this would just be kind of a vehicle for you to kind of maybe modify and drive around with. Maybe get a little bit of a lift kit, some bigger tires. I mean, I can tell you this, in black, it definitely has a nice appearance. Sorry, that's just my seatbelt. Alrighty, I'm just gonna park it right here. All right, Brandon, let me know what you think, buddy. This is Hundo again, Southtown Chrysler, 780-932-7597. If you like the vehicle, if you want to see what kind of numbers would make sense, and if you'd want to do a deal on it, I can obviously make any deal subject to that inspection being completed, okay? So definitely want to make sure that you get a nice look. 780-932-7597. It is Hundo. One nice thing I just noticed too, it does have like LED bulbs, it looks like. Definitely has a nice look. But yes, Hundo Southtown Chrysler, 780-932-7597.